playoff. And now the pressure and the intensity continue to mount as we go to the quarterfinals, moving away from home sites and onto neutral fields. What's the bigger factor, the battle-tested team or the better-rested team? Welcome, everyone, to Glendale, Arizona. This is the Verbo Fiesta Bowl, part of the college football playoff. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Texas Tech Red Raiders, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Nebraska Cornhuskers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler here in the booth with Kirk Broomstreet. Time to find out who's going to be moving on in the college football playoff. And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted. Handed off. First down, looking for more now. They bring him down, but that's a good play. Moves the ball to 39.
That is a first down. Good job by this big offensive line and this running back to be able to pick up positive yards. How often have we said that over the years with backs and offensive line play from Nebraska?
And they'll stop him after a fairly minimal pickup.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
Dropping back, it's Raiola. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag, doesn't get it. Brings up third down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
He gets the ball off as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
The quarterback did all he could here to wait until the last possible moment, but he waits just a hair too long, which allows the defense to actually hit him as he throws the ball.
We'll see if he can make a play on this return. McCullers seemed able to bring the returner to the ground. It's Joyner. It's past the 35. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
Just what a great battle here at the line of scrimmage. Good push by the offensive line, and the back does enough to be able to pick up the first down.
So one play moves the ball to the 41. Another first down. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Grab behind the line. It's Joyner. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain.
Well, they're just fundamentally sound. Right where you want to be after the completion. Nowhere to go after that catch.
That completion sets up a second down play. Quick pass, the catch is made. Brought down for a loss after the completion. Now what they were looking for.
Well, sometimes these wide receiver screens, the quarterback simply needs to play the numbers game to the outside, and he can avoid these negative plays in the future. Pretty much that simple.
The pass is intercepted. He could go. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
Boy, just a drive killer right there, Chris. He didn't seem to throw that ball with much confidence. Just put it up for grabs, and the defense comes down with it.
Here comes the Nebraska offense back out on the field. The last time they were forced to punt it away. Can they get points out of this possession? QB decides to keep it here. Gets the first and still running. They get the senior to the ground, but it's a nice run there.
Boy, it's fun to watch this guy run the quarterback option. This time he keeps it, big positive yards, and a first down. The defense has got to figure out a way to slow this guy down.
Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. So here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. And he'll get the first down yards before they finally bring him down.
A nice little simple touch pass here by the quarterback, getting the ball out to the receiver who's in motion. Look, that doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down. And no offense is ever going to say no to moving the chains.
Touchdown, Cornhuskers, as they claim the lead in this playoff game. Well, no surprise from offense this good. Short field, quick touchdown.
Yeah, you get into the red zone, though, there's a tendency to want to get conservative. I love that the offensive coordinator and the quarterback kept attacking until they came away with 7 points.
Point after, not right through.
0.
And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Tackled at the 23, brought it out, tried to make a play, but good coverage that time. And they'll start the drive here from the 23-yard line. They'll run it here. Breaks free. Tackle made to the 41. That's a nice gain, getting closer to midfield.
Well, good push up front here in this back. I tell you, he's got some outstanding vision to be able to find those creases, to be able to get positive yards, and here he gets the first down.
One play moves the ball to the 41. It'll be first down. They'll ride it back again here. Nowhere to run up the middle.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Offense behind the 6 now on 2nd and 11 after the 1-yard loss. On the move now. Running with purpose. Gets loose on the scramble and picks up a decent gain. Short of the first down.
Really good read here by this quarterback, and I love the call on the RPO. Now they got a shot here on 3rd down. It's much more manageable than the hole that they had dug for themselves. Curious to see if they stay on the ground or they're going to go through the air. They have the option to do either.
Can they keep this drive going? It's 4th down and 6. He's looking to throw. Moves out of the pocket. Using his legs here. He did not get it. A crucial play by this defense. What a 4th down stop.
Listen, I get it. I know you trust your offense, and maybe this is something you've thought about all week in these situations, but when it's on your side of the field like this, you got to give it a second thought, because now your defense is already playing with their backs against the wall.
Well, they tried the middle, but stuck for no gain.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. Offense gets set up here. It's 3rd down. Looking to pass. It's Raiola. Taking a deep shot here to the right. It's caught. Still going inside the 10. Touchdown, Nebraska. They were not going to catch him that time.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
And the return starts just inside. Loses the football. The scramble is on. The kick team grabs the ball.
That is an incredible job by this kickoff coverage team. You don't see many turnovers on kickoffs, but they just gifted their offense with a bonus possession.
And Nebraska's offense is back out on the field. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? And he goes nowhere. Stop pulled behind the line of scrimmage.
Not only does the defense stack him up at the point of attack, but he was instantly pushed backwards. The defense was prepared to defend the RPO.
Receiver in motion now. They're going to run it. Slams right into a wall. They got him for a loss. We'll see if this game gets out of hand before halftime. The crucial second quarter beginning right now. We begin the quarter with a crucial play. Offense setting up for this third down. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Design quarterback run. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, that's the drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to this big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
Knocks that one right down the middle. And they add to their lead. So after adding to this big lead, they'll set to kick it away.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
And he's going to bring this out from a couple of yards deep in the end zone. And he stopped with the 18, returning and trying to make a play, but a touchback would have been a better idea. Offense out there for the first play of this drive from the 18. First down, looking to throw the football. Caught over the middle. It's West. Tackle made after a solid gain. They'll spot the ball for 31.
Well, the defense sits back in a zone coverage. Good job here by the quarterback, recognizing that soft coverage, and he hits the routine drag route underneath for a first down.
That's a design quarterback keeper. A gain of 2 yards, and now it's second down and 8.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal was obviously to hit some big plays. You got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Quick throw, complete to the tight end. He's brought down quickly. A short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or 2 guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody. Allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. He stopped, but he gets a first down.
It's a good job here by this offensive line and the running back. Listen, these guys have really had a lot to do with why they're in this playoff game, right? So give it to the offensive line in the back. Get the first down on this third and short. See what you can do from here.
About time this offense gets going. It's a 1st and 10. And he drops back in the gun. Grab down the middle. It's Joyner. They make the stop, but it's a big play for 31.
Well, it's so easy to get caught up on the receivers, the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
And looking to throw now on first down. Lets it go quickly. And the ball is picked off. Could take it all the way. He's at the 50. Inside the 40. They finally bring him down, but one overtime after the takeaway.
Wow, what a play by this defense to come up with the interception and a big return. They almost take it to the house, but you got to give the quarterback some credit. Yeah, he threw a pick, but he didn't give up on the play and hang his head. Instead, he makes the tackle to prevent the defense from scoring.
Going absolutely nowhere. That would be a loss. Well, the play is just blown up by the big fella in the middle, Kirk, showing some quickness for his size.
Yeah, we know about his power, but how about his ability to penetrate there? And that's the quickest way to blow up a run game is that interior penetration. If you're able to break through the middle of that offensive line, then you can create a lot of havoc in the middle.
The offense was given a short field. Now can the defense come up with a huge stop here on third down? And he's hit right as he throws it. Incomplete.
Well, the defense picks the right time to get after this quarterback. Third down, critical down and distance. Do a good job of dialing things up and good coverage downfield. He didn't have anywhere to go with the ball.
And it sails right through the middle of the uprights. A solid kick. And that will extend their lead even further.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He has got a strong leg. Not surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line. Good job by the coverage team. So the first play of the drive coming up here. Under 3 minutes to play before half. Takes the handoff. It's Joyner. Tackle made after a solid gain to spot the ball at the 31.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
And at first down, they go right back to him. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing. It's the 2-minute timeout. This offense running out of time to cut into this lead before the break. Offense behind the 6 now on 2nd and 11 after the 1-yard loss. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Looks left and finds his target there. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
Tackled at the 44, but good enough for a first down.
Great job here by this offense being able to convert. Let's face it, they've dug themselves a hole. They're down here early in this game. And with all this hype, the last thing you want to do is have to punt the ball. Come up with a conversion, keep your rhythm, keep your momentum, stick to your playbook. Good job here. Now let's see if they can keep that rhythm going.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And the quarterback dropping back. Caught near the sticks. It's Joyner. And they wrap him up, but the gain is good enough for a first down.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
The Red Raiders will have 1st and 10 here. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Looking to scramble now. He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the third option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
On the move, but can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The Red Raiders looking to crank up the tempo a bit. On 3rd and short, they hand the ball off. And they get the conversion there. First down now from the 33.
Well, sometimes it's just a backyard brawl, right? I mean, it's 3rd down and short. You trust your back in the line to be able to pick up the first down, and he literally pushes with everything he has, throwing a haymaker there at the finish of that play to pick up the first down.
Looking to throw it on first down. Looking for his big tight end. He makes the grab. Forced out of bounds, but a nice gain there, and the offense will have a 1st and goal.
Well, that's exactly what you need to do as a receiver in these kind of situations near the end of the half. Get some positive yards, but also stopping the clock is just as important.
Here's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Touchdown, Red Raiders, as they fight back here in this playoff game.
Now That's what I'm talking about. This hasn't been a great first half, but putting up that touchdown like this, now they're going to be feeling good heading into that locker room and get themselves to believe that they can come back and win this game.
Catch made by the tight end. And he is stopped short. The two-point try fails. They can't cut this lead further. I believe they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. Now they safely make the recovery. The onside kick doesn't work.
All I can think of is maybe they saw something in the first quarter that made them think that an onside kick would work here. But they came up a bit short. Now we'll see if their defense can hold them and limit the damage.
So they start the drive looking for some late fireworks here. Less than 30 seconds before halftime. Looking to throw. It's Raiola. Catch made on the right side. It'll be smothered right at the line for no gain. The offense will now quickly spend a timeout.
Well, this is exactly what you want to see from the defense. Yeah, you give up the catch, but you're right there to be able to stop this receiver from making any yards after the catch.
Short completion there. Second down coming up. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. They make the stop at their 25, but it's 1st and 10 for this offense. And the offense will call a timeout. That's their second of the half. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Loss of 2. Brings up second down.
The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play.
Timeout, Nebraska.
So just before halftime here, out comes the field goal unit. Trying to knock it through from 44 yards away. And that one's straight down the middle. And those 3 points will finish off the first half and take us to halftime. Heather's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Huskers will kick this away to get the second half going. He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. He'll be tackled at the 21. That's good work by the coverage team.
And the Texas Tech offense will take over 1st and 10.
Offense out there to start a new drive from the 21. First play of the third quarter is a handoff. Picks up the first, looking for more. He's brought down, but what a pickup on the ground.
Outstanding blocking on the left side of that offensive line. That's really what opened up this play. They did their job, and you can see the results. You burst open and get a big gain on the ground. If I were them, I'd keep going to that side and see how much more success they can have.
That's a nice wrap-up there by the junior.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
Second down after that previous play. From the shotgun, drops back, looking for an open man. Quick throw, catch made on the out route. They get him down, but the game moves the ball to the 37.
Well, this wide receiver has it all. We know about his leaping ability and his speed. But what I've seen today is the precise route running. Another example of it there, and the timing with this quarterback and this receiver is just a thing of beauty.
And the quarterback's forced out of bounds. It'll count as a sack by this defense.
I think this quarterback here is just desperate to try to make a play, and as he's trying to make that play, he's losing ground. This defensive speed is on display. Good job of getting him out of bounds.
The pass rush closing in. And as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Anytime a quarterback's able to recognize a free rusher like that, that's what the check down is for. He has to recognize the protection issues quickly and pivot.
Now in third and very long, looking to throw. Oh, they trap him for a sack.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
still down by double digits in the third quarter. They're going to go for it on fourth down. Looks like he's going to run it. And he's not going to get there. The defense rises up and makes a huge fourth down stop.
Chris, what a great job here by this defense on this fourth down play. They knew exactly where to come up with that stop to get the turnover on downs, and they did it.
They've got him in the backfield, nowhere to run. They'll lose a yard on the play. Running play goes backwards, makes it second down and 12 now. To throw, it's Raiola. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up third down.
Man, the quarterback got nailed there, Chris. We'll have to take another look. He gets the ball out, but he took a big hit. This offensive line has got to do a better job at taking care of their superstar if they want to have a chance to win this game.
They'll hand it off. Defense able to stop it. It's fourth down now. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. The Cornhuskers will have to kick it away when he comes for his second punt of the game. And the coverage team able to bring him down. Offense out for the first play of the drive, beginning at the 22. On first and 10, they'll look to throw it. And it's incomplete as he just overthrew his receiver that time.
You know, I like the quarterback's patience here, and instead of trying to force the issue and squeeze the ball into coverage, he just decides to just basically throw it away and live for the next down.
And he goes nowhere. Stop and hold behind the line of scrimmage.
How about the timing here by the defense to shoot that gap? As an offensive lineman, you have to anticipate that, close that gap off. Otherwise, it could be a long day.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Caught! He's wide open. Look out! They bring him down, but that is a huge play for this passing game. Big gain.
Good job by this offensive line, and a great throw by the quarterback to get that first down there on third down. It's exactly what they needed to do. This is too big of a game. They've come too far. They're in the playoff. You're down in the second half. Good job of keeping this drive alive.
He'll be wrapped up on the scramble there, settling for a short gain.
That's what I really love about this quarterback. Looks downfield. Everybody's covered. Instead of just throwing this ball away, he's got the athletic ability to make this defense pay for it by picking up some good yards.
Makes the grab. It's Turner. They tackle him, but the gain moves the ball to the 36.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
Physical defending. That one falls incomplete and brings up second down.
Everything about this play tells you about today's offenses and what they're asking out of their running backs. You can't just be a guy who runs the football anymore. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't do a very good job of it on this play.
Caught over the middle. It's West. They stop him at the 23. This offense is getting close to the red zone.
It's an excellent throw by the quarterback, finding that window between the zones and delivering the ball on time.
The Red Raiders begin a new series here, first and 10. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Scrambling. Now he'll make the throw. Downfield shot. Ball's incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there.
Well, that's going to go down as an incompletion, obviously. But I like that the quarterback showed his ability to escape. Broke loose from the pocket and put the ball on a string. But he just wasn't able to come up with that completion.
He escapes the pocket. On the move, trying to scramble for the first down. Comes up short.
Hey, if you're not going to account for a quarterback, he's going to be smart enough to take off when the opportunity is there.
Third and short here in this playoff. It's the 9th play of the drive coming up. Here's the handoff. They convert on third down now. Sets up first and goal from the 9.
This is why they're in the playoff, right? Not just the ability to throw the ball, but You get to a critical moment, a third down. You trust that offensive line to come up with a first down, and they get it.
From the shotgun, drops back. And he makes the catch. Touchdown, Texas Tech. So with playoff pressure curve, the offense executes a long, grinding, methodical drive.
You know, the thing I've loved about this offense all year long is their ability to either hit the big play or not have to rely on that. Like this, they're able to sustain a drive and still come up with points and get a touchdown.
From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Makes the catch for the two-point conversion as they continue to cut into this lead.
Oh, how about this call? They completely spread the defense out with this empty set. 5 wide, not even the option to hand the ball off, and they still get it done. Great timing by the quarterback and his receiver.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Bell. And they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. And they'll start the drive here from the 23-yard line. Hand off here from the shotgun. Going to try to run inside, but nowhere to go. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face. You know, he had nobody open downfield because of great coverage there by this defense. But what I love to see is how they run to the ball. He checks it down, and this guy's got nowhere to go. It's a big loss.
And looking for a big play here. Oh, but he could not hold on. Would have been a huge gain.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this third down and long. But when you're so far behind the chains, boy, you really allow this defense to dictate things. And it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw in this play.
And the returner brought down by the coverage team. So here comes the first play of the drive. They'll begin from their 47. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on 1st down.
Chris, this offensive coordinator is going to have to adjust. We've seen hits and sacks and pressure on this quarterback all game long. They've got to find a solution to create more time for the quarterback to be able to throw the football, or maybe completely overhaul and change what they're doing on offense.
Grab down the middle. It's Joyner. They bring him down after a short gain there. Third down. This offense could really use a conversion here, down multiple scores.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Nebraska 23, Texas Tech 14.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Grab near the sticks. It's Joyner. That's enough to move the sticks and give them a first down at the 41.
I'd love to see this team fighting the way they are. Picking up a first down on that 3rd down shows you they still believe. They still think they got a shot to come back and compete in this game.
And the Red Raiders starting a new series here on 1st and 10. Quick completion with the tight end.
Well, we just continue to see this defense make great plays, especially with their tackling. And the awareness to understand we're in the 4th quarter, you're trying to keep this offense in bounds so they keep that clock moving.
Back to throw again. Off over the middle. It's Turner. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
Hey, it's a nice gain here, and they get the first down to stop the clock. But late in the game, trailing by a couple scores, these receivers have got to be thinking about getting out of bounds as often as they can to preserve that clock, to give them a real shot to come back to win it.
QB keeper all the way. He gets loose. And he'll step out of bounds after a solid gain on that run.
You these quarterbacks today in the college game are so athletic. They can beat you with their arm, obviously. But just when you think you have them figured out, they tuck the ball and go. I'd expect this defense to put in a spy to keep this quarterback from running.
They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. Big moment here in this playoff game. 3rd and short on the 7th play of the drive. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Grab down the middle. It's Joyner. They bring it down at the 11, but it'll be first down from there.
Hey, it's got to start somewhere. That's a nice conversion here on 3rd down. You got a long way to go, but maybe a little momentum here. Let's see what they can do coming off of that nice play.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Red Raiders. Great catch when they desperately needed it. That's another strike from this quarterback, Kirk. He is having himself a day.
This guy's just having one of those days you dream about against his secondary. Let's also give credit to the wide receivers doing a nice job of getting open, and the big fellas up front for giving him enough time to throw.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there and boot it away.
Texas Tech, 21.
From inside the 15-yard line, bringing it out. They stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. And they'll start the drive here from the 23-yard line. Working clock with the ground game. Slams right into a wall. They got him for a loss.
Chris, good job here on this stop, but remember the ball is inbounds and the clock keeps moving here late in the game and you're trailing. As a defense, got to start thinking about utilizing those timeouts. You got all 3 to use. At what point are you going to start putting those into play?
Oh, down he goes. It's a sack.
Chris, that is textbook by this defense in man-to-man coverage. Nowhere to go for this quarterback. He's looking around everywhere to find an open man. By the time he figures it out, it's a sack for the defense.
A short completion at the tight end.
Great job here by the defense. 3rd down and long. You drop back in coverage, keep everything in front of you, force that quarterback to have to check the ball down, and then you rally to the football to force this 4th down. Great job here by the D.
Reached the 2-minute timeout. The defense desperate to get the football back, trailing here late. The Cornhuskers will send the punt team onto the field. Turner is tackled by this punt coverage team.
Texas Tech offense will take over. 1st and 10.
So first play of the drive coming here. They'll start at their own 49. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. They stop him after a 6-yard gain. So 2nd and 4.
Well, much like what we saw in the first half, Chris, in this playoff game, no adjustments. Go right back to giving his running back the football. He's had a monster day and continues to get positive yards.
Comes down to this in this playoff game. 4th quarter, final 2 minutes. Can the offense step up, make a play? They finally make the stop, but the offense threatening down. First down to the 27.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
The playoff game comes down to this. Tight game. Final minutes. Can the offense produce some magic? He breaks free. They stop him after a 6-yard gain. So 2nd and 4.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
Comes down to this in this playoff game. 4th quarter, final 2 minutes. Can the offense step up, make a play? A pop pass on the jet sweep. Breaks into the clear. Heads out of bounds after running for the first down to keep this scoring threat alive. Serious pressure now for the defense.
Boy, what a great job of using his speed. Get him on the edge, allow him to be able to pull away from people, pick up big yards, and come up with a nice first down.
First and goal. Any points will give them the lead here in the fourth quarter. Tough running to avoid a loss. It just barely gets back to the line of scrimmage. Timeout called by the defense. They'll go to the sideline and try to adjust. It's their first timeout. No gain makes it second and goal from the 9. Offense appeared to be confused about the snap count there. It'll cost him 5. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Coming up, second down and goal. Motion now from the tight end. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. Zero running room. Stop right at the line of scrimmage. Defense spends their second timeout to try to regroup.
Well, that's what we call assignment football by the defense. They took away the back inside, and there's a perfect play to be able to stop an athletic quarterback on the option.
Great job of the defense so far. It's third and goal from a long way out. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Looking for the end zone. Has a lane.
Chris, interesting call here by this offense, but you got to give the defense a lot of credit for the recognition and the speed to be able to get to the edge before he could get to the goal line. Now here comes up a fourth down. Very curious to see what they're going to do here.
So now we'll have a field goal attempt. One of the biggest moments of this game so far. And it comes down to this, a field goal to put his team up in the final minute. And the field goal is good. And it's celebration time on the sideline there as they've taken the lead in the final seconds. Getting set to kick off after that crucial field goal. Now let's see if the defense can hold on here in the final seconds. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start from the 25. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Looking to throw. It's Raiola. Taking a deep shot here late in the game. And the pass is dropped incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball.
That's a misfire there, Chris. This passing game has got to be able to get into sync and find a rhythm.
They'll change the pre-snap look now. Looking to pass here on second down. Caught over the middle. It's Nelson. Tackle's made, but not before he makes the 43-yard line. This drive is going now. The offense will spend a timeout here with 20 seconds on the clock. The playoff game comes down to this. Tight game. Final minutes. Can the offense produce some magic? Here comes a first down pass attempt. It's caught at the 25, and he's still going. Touchdown, Huskers. And jump on top now here in the fourth.
Well, this is why they love this guy so much, is when it's crunch time, he makes plays like this. What I love is the quarterback knows all I got to do is get the ball in his hands, and he can do the rest of the work and get it all the way to the end zone. Great play.
Offense is out there. Here comes a two-point conversion attempt. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. And he doesn't make it. The run is stopped short, so the lead remains 5 here in the fourth. So after the late touchdown, they'll kick it away here and hope the defense can hold on to seal this W. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Tackle at the 13. Now great field position to start the drive. Here's the first play of the drive. They'll set up from the 13. Defense not pressing this time. First down, looking to throw the ball. Looking for the wide out. Makes the grab with plenty of room to run. Now a late timeout is taken. 6 seconds showing on the clock. Offense needs points quickly here, trying to dial up some explosive plays. Let's see what they've got called. Quarterback on the move, trying to make something happen. And the senior calls his own number, keeps this drive moving. And a timeout is taken with just 1 second remaining in the game. You've got to get points quickly here. Looking for explosive plays right now. First down. Looking to throw the football. Looking deep for late-game heroics. And the pass is incomplete as time runs out. Game over. Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this team continues to win football games. But you and I have been around this team all year long. So impressed with the emotions and how they're able to contain themselves, stay focused on the task at hand. They did that again today. They advance. Cannot wait to watch and see what they can do next week.
And that's going to wrap it up. The loser starts the offseason. The winner moves on. And so do we. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler. And this has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.